Friday, so it's our special day to get buy now, sell now lens. And it is Paathshala day today, in fact, and Kunal Bothra is now joining us on the show after quite a few days, Kunal. But tell us, 200-day DMA, that's what you're going to tell us about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Ashisha, for that. And interestingly, I think we are at a point in the markets where many of the stocks, mid caps, large caps, are trying to make a comeback for themselves, and that too at a point where these stocks are making a comeback above their 200-day moving averages. So this becomes a very important benchmark for short-term traders who are trying to eke out trends on the charts, and how the trends pan out for stocks in weeks, months, as well as quarters to go by. So we're looking at the importance of 200-day moving average and how it impacts the short-term trading prospect for charts. Now we've looked at three examples over here. The first one is Reliance Industries. Now at a point when the stock has been trading above its long-term moving averages, so you see the the fact that the stock in November 2023, when it had managed to break past above the 200 DMA, the stock went into a multi-year uptrend. So this was a point where the stock from I think 1100 moved towards the 1600 mark, adjusted prices of course for Reliance Industries. But the moment the stock had managed to break below the 200 moving average, you saw the stock going into a major downtrend. So the impact of 200 moving averages is felt for not just few days, but I think for few weeks, few months, and even few quarters to come by. We look at one more example over here, Bharti Airtel, a stock which interestingly I think over the last few months had been trading above the long-term moving averages. In the historical context, whenever Bharti Airtel had managed to come back closer to the 200 moving average, it acted as major support zone for the stock, and from there you saw the stock bouncing back, and not just a bounce back, but a bounce back which managed to take the stock back towards the lifetime high levels. And the moment the stock had managed to breach below the 200 moving average, you saw the stock correcting by more than 20-25% in a span of the next 1 to 2 months. The third stock is of course one of the stocks which has been into a major downtrend since the last many months, and that's Asian Paints. Look at the way the stock has managed to fall below the 200 DMA. That was a point in October 2024 thereabouts where the stock had fallen below the 3000 plus mark. From there the stock had fallen down to as much as 30% to 2200, 2100 mark for Asian Paints. So that's the severe impact of 200 moving averages. Same on the upside, when the stocks bounce back about their long-term moving averages, they just don't repair the trend for themselves. There is a very strong case which could be built that these stocks would restart their long-term uptrending cycle.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Kunal, and telling us the importance of a 200-day moving average.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.